Morning, everybody. Shucks, I felt like stretching now. Well, it's been great. We've had a good response with our first few videos, and so we thought we'd take the time to answer your questions. We only got like a few, but the girls really wanted to answer two of them, and I'll answer the big mommy one. So let's go ahead and answer the first one. The first one was, what are homeschool hours? And Aiden's going to answer that for us.
So normally we wake up early, about like 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and we just do whatever we're supposed to do by ourselves. And then about 10 o'clock, my mom helps us, both of us, to do whatever we need to do with her, like spelling, science, and other things. And then about 1:30 we have lunch, and the whole day we do activities.
Now that sounds like a really long day. That sounds like, oh my word, we've been working from 6:30 until 1:30. So Aislyn, are you working the whole time in that time?
No, we have about one break, but a long break.
Okay, so you get a long break.
No, hour and a half. We get from 10 o'clock to 10:30.
Now, is it like this every day?
No. Especially on Fridays, you don't get a lot of work.
Yeah, because Friday is a chill day. Now, when you wake up, can you tell me what are the things that you do on your own?
Handwriting, timetables, devotions. What else? Woody wise, phonics. I don't know what else. You do this.
Say hi.
And, maths. Yes, maths. And
okay, so it pretty. I think it pretty sums up that we have quite a flexible day, depending on how much work we want to get done in that day. But in total, the number of hours that each child does on their own is dependent on what they want to do, what they get done in a day. So Aislyn, if I was to gather all that time, would do about 2.5 hours work. Okay.
He's saying 2.
Jude is participating, and he's telling you that he's 2 years old. He's trying to tell you that he's 2. And Iraina, because she's a lot younger, she does a little bit less. So she does about 1.5 hours of work in total, with a lot of breaks in between. But that's how we roll. Lots of the other families do things differently. Okay, let's go to our next question. Okay, Iraina, do your kids have weekly play dates?
Yeah.
Well, not do your kids.
Have kids.
They are my kids. Iraina, do you have weekly play dates with your friends?
Yes.
Do you have play dates with the same friends every week?
No.
Okay.
Today we haven't played with Cassidy. Yesterday we had a play with Zoe. And Thursday, before that, last week Thursday, we had a play with Zoe. And then this Thursday, I don't know.
We tend to try and keep our play dates on the same kind of day in the week, because then it gives more stability to our routine. But the girls do get to see their friends like at their extramurals. So they do gymnastics every day, so they get to see some friends there. But the organized ones tend to happen on the same day every week, just so that we can make sure we're balanced and not throwing everything out, and we can have time to catch up if we need to. Okay, the last question I'm going to answer on my own. And that question would be from a mom she asked on YouTube about how much does it cost to set up like a room with all the stuff. So we've got quite a bit of visual aid stuff up on the walls.
And when she was a little baby.
And so my first thing would be to say that Rome is never built in a day. I didn't go to the shop and be like, okay, I'm going to get all of this in one big package, because that would just be ludicrous. It would be insane.
Not all of this you bought.
I know that. Lots of the stuff was given to me. And that's because we have we have quite a good support system, and so there's grandparents that really believe in what we're doing, and they're like, hey, we saw this at P&A, can we give it to you to put in your room? Like that thing there, that was from like CNA or something, and the little chart things on the top there. Those were gifts from grandparents. If it was up to me, from when we started, we literally had a desk and like little goodies in the room, and that was it. I didn't have a lot, but it was enough.
And also,
yes.
And also, the teacher's in her blood because her parents are teachers.
But that doesn't mean that if you haven't got a family that has a history of teaching, okay, that doesn't mean that you can't do it. So what I've done is that I've asked a lot of our homeschool friends and families that we know to just send me photographs of their environments and how they've set up their homeschooling at home. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to post those pictures next week on my blog, and then you'll be able to see the different setups. And so then you can understand how different curriculums apply different, that require different stimulus. And we're a very spunky, very colourful family, so that's what we need. My girls like to sit at a desk, and they work best at a desk. Whereas there's other kids that like to lie upside down on the couch and read their books, and that's okay. And so I'm not going to. I can't necessarily say this is the box. Here, take the box and use it like that. It's really up to your family and what your children need. There's other kids that have sensory overload if there's too much stuff going on in the room. So they prefer to have a very neat, plain desk, piece of paper up with their list of things that they need to do. And that would probably cost you like $3,000. But then you've got like my little crew that need to have the stuff around them, and then have a nice setup. I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, please message me and I'll try and elaborate a little bit much privately with you online. But yeah, we welcome all the information we can. And I'm going to now finish with my crazy bunch and get our Friday business done. And have a great weekend, everybody. And say bye.
Bye, crazy bunch. Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy.